Hello everyone, and welcome to Keep Cleveland Sweet with Jeff and Jamie, where we provide you with Campbell's best tips for making sweet treats and gifts right from your own home. My name is Jamie Kenton, and as always, I'm joined by the owner of the Campbell Sweets Factory, Jeff Campbell. Jeff, how are you?
Good, Jamie, how are you?
Good, nice to see you. All right, Jeff, what are we going to be doing today?
So we're going to be seasoning popcorn.
Okay.
And what we're going to start with is butter popcorn.
Now I know that the way that I like to make butter popcorn is heating up butter, putting it in the microwave, and you're making a face.
No, you don't want to do that.
That's not the way you want to do it, right?
No.
How do you do it?
A lot of people do it that way, and I think that what they experience and what I've experienced is that popcorn, because there's water in the butter, that popcorn is going to dissolve.
Gotcha.
And we don't want that.
So what are we going to do today?
So we're going to actually use corn oil.
Okay.
And we have some corn oil here, and we have an extra bowl. I want to measure out about a quarter cup of oil.
All right. Pouring it into the bowl.
Right, and then we have, this is a butter salt. The butter salt is a lot finer, but it's got a butter flavoring in it.
Okay.
And if you would like to measure out 2 teaspoons.
Sure.
Actually, we're gonna go ahead and heat this oil first.
Okay.
And we're gonna heat the oil for about 45 seconds.
All right.
That should be plenty enough time to get it warm enough.
Perfect. Now I noticed that we have a whole bunch of other seasonings here too.
We do. So we have like a red pepper seasoning. We have a couple of different, we have a garlic salt and a garlic powder, and we have an Old Bay seasoning. And all of these can be blended together and kind of however you want to do it. That's kind of the theme here, you know, whatever your taste is. So here, as soon as we're done with the butter, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a blend and show you how that's done.
Great.
As well. So we have about 13 more seconds here.
Now what are these for?
So this is a mortar and pestle. If you wanted to hand grind your seasonings, you could do that with this. Put your mixture in there
That sounds
and
like
then
a lot of
grind
work.
it down. It does sound like a lot of work. But we bought a coffee grinder here today that you can use to grind the seasonings and blend them together.
Great.
So our oil's done.
Okay.
And if you want to add the 2 teaspoons of that to the oil.
There's 1 and 2.
Fantastic. And then a spatula there, we'll stir it up.
There you go.
I'm going to give you the container that we're going to shake it up in, and if you just want to add about 4 quarts of popcorn to the container.
Okay.
Now, all of the different spice blends that we do here, we can do them with the same formula as far as the oil is concerned.
Okay.
And if you're doing about 4 quarts of popcorn, you can do the same quarter cup of oil. And you know what, I'm going to give you the spatula back.
Okay.
And we're going to dump that on there. And we want to blend this fairly quickly because we do not want it to settle in just one area of the popcorn. And we'll put the lid on tight.
Smells like real butter.
It does smell like real butter, doesn't it?
Smells good.
And it doesn't really take a lot. You do want to make sure, if you notice, I'm kind of turning the container as I'm doing it. And I think we're
And our
done.
viewers at home can use any kind of container.
Absolutely, absolutely. What you want to do though, whichever kind of container you use, you want to make sure that half of your space in the container is air space so that it'll blend well.
Perfect. I'm trying this.
That
Very
is good, isn't it though? Delicious.
Just like real butter.
It
Actually,
is.
a little better than real butter. That's very good.
I'm glad you like it. So we can also do some spice blends.
Okay.
So let's do a spice blend of the Old Bay seasoning.
Okay.
And we're going to add some of the garlic to that.
2 teaspoons,
Let's
right?
do 2 teaspoons.
Okay. Now, I don't normally put Old Bay on my popcorn.
Now we normally put that on fish.
This should be interesting.
Oh, it's going to be a great flavor.
Now, 2 of the Mrs. Dash, the garlic and herb.
Yep, same thing.
Okay.
Now, we're adding 2 of each when we're doing that so that we can get a good blend on it. But if you're doing 4 quarts of popcorn, you're only going to use 2 teaspoons out of this when you're done. So then we're going to do that. We'll put our lid on it. Now we're doing this because the grind on those are very coarse.
Gotcha.
And the coarse seasonings will not coat the product very well because it's not going to stick to it.
Okay.
So let's So we're going to do this so that we get the powder, kind of shake it a little bit. That helps to get it down onto the blade a little bit. So as you can see, we now have a very nice fine grind of our seasonings.
Perfect. Great, and again, we want to encourage you guys at home to try out all different kinds of flavors and seasonings and really make popcorn your own. Now for more sweet tips, make sure to visit us at campbellsweets.com. And that's going to wrap it up for us here today on Keep Cleveland Sweet with Jeff and Jamie. Make sure to hashtag Keep Cleveland Sweet on all social media. And again, I'm Jamie Kenton.
I'm Jeff Campbell.
And we will see you next time.